Good morning from my bed at Borealis Basecamp. See the clouds? This is incredible. And I got up like, 4 or 5 times last night. Got to see the northern lights over and over. Saw so many stars. Saw so many shooting stars. I saw 3 shooting stars. It was so cool. It was so cool. I had a great night here. Today is a day full of adventures. Today at Borealis Base Camp, I get to go on 3 big adventures. So I am going to crawl my way out of this bed, try to make myself look a little more presentable, and get ready for some fun up in North Alaska. I am layered up, ready for some adventures today. I have 3 big adventures today. The first one is a reindeer walk, so I get to go meet Rudolph. The second one is riding on dog sleds. And the third, I get to drive a UTV around here, which seems like a really cool place to drive a UTV. I'm really close to the Alaska pipeline, so I can't wait to show you all these adventures. Well, here I am walking alone in the woods again. So far, the only wild animal I've seen is a fox, which is pretty cool. It was a little red fox.
They're obviously very sharp. You can see that she actually has lost her velvet while they have their velvet, and that's because she's in charge. They lose their velvet every year in order of hierarchy. And we're just gonna let her forage along the trail. We'll stop, we'll talk about some of the plants that they eat, and we're just gonna go at her pace. Give her a little tug and keep going. There you go.
I love her name.
It's short for Aurora.
Well, meeting the reindeer was awesome. I met 3 reindeers, Hank, Uno, and Aurora, and got to walk Aurora, and she even gave me a cute little face. My guide, Ame, was wonderful. Now I'm off to my second adventure to ride a dog sled. Oh my goodness, look at the puppies. He's so excited. Hello. Hey, little man. How are you?
Yep. Yeah, we need a couple of feet of snow on the ground though to be able to go to a sled. So these are all I'm going to run 6 to 8 hours, stop and rest for 4 to 5, run 6 to 8 hours, stop and rest for 4 to 5, and I'm going to do that around the clock. Do whatever what the dogs need. And I only rest, and it took me 7 hours to do it. Well, I can't just say I'm going to rest 4 and keep going. Well, maybe the dogs might need an extra hour of rest, you know? So I have to really read my dogs and do what they need. But my most important job is taking care of them. So while they're sleeping, I put straw down for them to sleep on. I get my cooker out. I'm melting snow to make a hot meal for the dogs. I'm, massaging them, checking their feet, shoulders, wrists, getting something to eat myself, resupplying my sled. I have so much work to do that while they get 4 to 5 hours of sleep, I'll be lucky to get a 40-minute nap.
Well, the dogs were adorable and such hard workers. I was very impressed with the dog sled. Even though it wasn't an actual sled, it was still cool to learn about the culture of dog mushing. Very cool. All right, on to adventure 3. I get to drive a UTV.
And it burned about 38,000 acres.
Oh, I'm sliding. Oh, shit.
Which would melt the permafrost, it goes into the air. It does not cause any environmental damage. If it was going in the ground, it would definitely cause a significant damage to the permafrost and the earth around it. So that's why you see that it is above ground in certain spots, especially in these valleys. I don't know if you felt the temperature difference. Did anybody feel the temperature difference? It's much colder down here than it is up there. About can be about 30-degree difference from the top of the hill to down here. So what I was saying is that the hills are less likely to melt that permafrost because there's less of it up there. In the valley down there, if you dug it down about like 6 feet, you'll hit permafrost.
Wow, guys, this Alaska pipeline is pretty cool, and I might be imagining it, but I really think it smells like oil.
It's buried in places like this, she said, where the oil won't damage the permafrost. But in areas where 6 feet below is ice, it has to be above the ground. It's pretty interesting.
Okay, well, my morning of activities was fabulous. I don't even know if I could pick which one I like the best. Probably the reindeers. I learned so much about reindeers, and they're such interesting creatures. Did you know they can see UV light so that they can dig down into the grass to find this moss that they eat? Even under the snow, they can dig through snow and grass to see this moss that shines differently because it absorbs the sunlight. So cool. I learned so many neat things about reindeers today, and they were so fun to play with. I had a great morning at Borealis Basecamp. Thanks so much for tagging along on this adventure with me, you guys. See you in the next place.